Are home prices dropping? We'll cover that today on Frequently Asked Friday. What is going on, party people? My name is Chris Elliott with the Elliott Real Estate Team. In this video, we are going to answer the question that's on everybody's mind right now. Are real estate prices dropping in Metro Richmond? Before I jump into that, if you would like, subscribe, do all that stuff for the algorithm, I certainly appreciate it. So let's just jump right into it. Now, if you turn on the news, if you read the paper, if you go on YouTube, if you check social media, you'll be absolutely convinced that the housing market is doing an absolute nosedive, that things are falling apart, that it's a terrible real estate market, that we're no longer in a seller's market. It is amazing to me that literally every conversation that I have with a new client, with a current client, they all start, especially the ones that are selling, they all start by saying that it's not as good of a market as it was before, or they know that we're not in a good market right now. And to be honest with you, it's absolute bullshit. Grandma, if you're watching, I'm sorry for cussing, but it's an absolute farce, and it's just crazy to me that this is the information that's being put out. So granted, I'm not going to talk about national real estate. I'm going to talk about real estate in Metro Richmond, because that's really what you guys tune into this for, I think. Anyway, so if we look at the numbers, okay, we've seen 10.1% appreciation year to date in Metro Richmond. So from January 2022 to where we are now, so we're looking at the numbers in August. I'm recording this in September, so we only have the numbers August. We've seen 10.1% appreciation on the median home values, which is absolutely great, okay? That's not even counting all the appreciation we've seen in 2021 and 2020. Now, if you are somebody that's a negative Nancy, or if you're cynical, you're gonna be like, whoa, 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 Chris, I see that little decline on the median home values on your chart. You're not gonna sneak that one past me. And good job for being an observant viewer. But what I would say is that is a normal cycle that we see in Metro Richmond. And yes, I noticed the decline in median home values. But if I pull this out, so if we look at the last 3 years, you'll notice that is a reoccurring trend that we've seen for a number of years throughout Metro Richmond, where we see a slight decline in the median home values, starting anywhere from June to August in any given year. Throughout the remainder of the year, they just kind of taper off. But in the grand scheme of things, if you follow the purple line, you'll see that home values have continued to rise since 2019. They just don't do so in a clean, linear fashion like we all wish they would. Very much like the stock market. Yeah, continues to go up, just has some bumps along the way. But very, very typical happening in our market, if I could speak. All right, so this is not just Metro Richmond. Most major forecasters have raised their 2022 appreciation forecasts for national appreciation. So these folks are still very bullish on real estate as far as where we're going to land, on a national scale, as far as total appreciation. And if we look at this if you're asking yourself, how could this be? I don't have time to explain it in this video, but really month supply of inventory is a metric that we track to basically just tell how hot the market is. Really simply, the lower the number, the hotter the market is. Anything below 6 months supply of inventory is considered a seller's market. Metro Richmond in August of 2022, we were sitting at 0.7 months supply of inventory. At the absolute height of the market, we were sitting at 0.5 months supply of inventory. We are now at 0.7 months supply of inventory. But in the grand scheme of things, we are still very much in a seller's market. Yes, we have seen the market soften a little bit from the absolute peak, but that doesn't necessarily mean that values have come down. It just means that they're not skyrocketing at the rate at which they're not going up at the rate at which they were when things were absolutely on fire. So I hope this brings some clarity. I hope this brings some sanity to your world as far as real estate goes. If you have any questions, concerns, if you disagree with me, throw it in the comments. Thank you guys for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you next week.